It's today, Sunday, November the 12th, 2023. Today is Chicken Soup for the Soul Day. It's National Pupusa Day. A pupusa is a griddle cake made from cornmeal or rice. It is the national dish in El Salvador. It's Elizabeth Cady Stanton Day, Football Day, Hot Buttered Rum Day, Happy Hour Day, and National French Dip Day. And John Jameson is in our kitchen right now, making some for us.
Salut, Gary! It's National French Dip Day, which means au jus. So let's dive right into the au jus. We have 4 tablespoons of salt and butter, 2 tablespoons of flour, about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, 2 cups of beef broth, and about a quarter of a cup of red wine, your favorite. So let's get going. Let's start with the butter. So first thing we're going to do is make a roux. A roux is fat and flour combined as a thickening agent. Ooh la la. Worcestershire. A cup thick. Red wine. Et voila!
It's also International Tongue Twister Day, Sigma Gamma Rho Day, Orphan Sunday, World Pneumonia Day, and it is the 3rd day of Diwali. But that is the main day of celebration for this festival. Dr. Natasha Michaels with Texas State University shares more about this festival and its significance in South Asian culture. I'm talking with Dr. Natasha Michaels, who is an assistant professor at Texas State University. Thank you for talking with me today.
Oh, thanks for having me here.
And we are talking about Diwali, which
Yes.
is a Hindu festival, correct? And it actually is a 5-day festival, but we were discussing that really the pinnacle day that's most celebrated, particularly here in the United States, is the 3rd day, which falls this year on November 12th of 2023. So can you tell us a little bit about Diwali, please, Dr. Michaels?
Yes, so Diwali is sometimes called Hindu Christmas or more the Hindu Festival of Lights. It is a festival that, as you said, is a 5-day festival, with the 3rd day being the most important. Traditionally, Hindu families will light what's called a Piya candle, Piya, and they will put that in the front of their house. And this is when a lot of Hindu families will give each other gifts or will gather together to celebrate and have singing and dancing. So in that way, that's the reason it's sometimes called Hindu Christmas. And it is meant to celebrate a lot of different things. Like most Hindu traditions, there's lots of different stories that explain why a family might celebrate Diwali. Probably one of the most important or the most famous is that the holiday celebrates the triumph of Lord Ram, who is an incarnation of the Hindu god Vishnu. It celebrates Ram's triumph over the demon Ravana. In this particular story, Ravana has stolen Ram's wife Sita and taken her down to South India or to Sri Lanka, and he has to go back and defeat her, or he has to go back and defeat Ravana and get his wife back. When he's able to get his wife back, They start traveling back to North India where he lives. And the story says that all the Indians and all the townspeople were so joyful that Ram had his wife back that they lit candles to light his way back home. That's probably one of the most prominent stories about the origin of Diwali.
Now, how long has the festival been celebrated?
Like a lot of traditions in Hinduism, this is something that goes back to almost, we might say, time immemorial. There's not really an origin date to when it began being celebrated. And we do know that other South Asian religions like Jainism and Sikhism also celebrate Diwali, although they will have different ideas about why they celebrate it. I always tell my students here at Texas State that while there might be different stories for why Diwali is celebrated, that what ties them together is the theme of triumph of good over evil, and justice over injustice.
And so what is the special significance for the Hindu and Asian community with this holiday?
In many ways, it is a time to come together and to celebrate cultural traditions, especially as Hindus have entered what we call diaspora, where there's now Hindus living outside of India, the ancestral homeland of Hinduism. For a lot of Hindus, it'll be a time to reconnect with their family and reconnect with their cultural roots. It also can be an opportunity to remind Hindus of their own commitment to fight against evil and to fighting for justice. So I think in very many similar ways that there are, I think the way that a lot of times Americans have very complicated feelings about Christmas, I think sometimes some Hindus do that as well.
Thank you very much for talking with me today about this festival. And
thank you so much for having me.
Yes. Again, I've been talking with Dr. Natasha Michaels, who is an assistant professor at Texas State University. Celebrate each day with the It's Today podcast.